Hi, this is Grisha for Figma Plugin, and in today's video we're going to create this recipe from recent. We're going to create this HTML email template in Figma and export this with the MarkML engineered Figma plugin. I will show you how to create this kind of emails with different columns and dividers, how to create it Figma using auto layout, how to create this email, how do you make it exportable with Figma plugin, and how to use it in your email campaigns. Let's get started. First, so I prepared all the content from the email. It's a text and images. So let's go from top to bottom, and we're going to create section by section each block. So the original width of the each block is 280 pixels. So let's create first a block for the first section. So let's create a new empty frame. Click F, create frame, set a width, put the content inside, add black background, then add corner radius to the image. To do so, select our rectangle image and add corner radius here. Now image has corner radius. So there are no padding here, so let's add it like so. And to make it exportable as HTML content, first let's create a frame from the div from the image and text. Let's select both of them, then click use auto layout, and Figma wraps this content into auto layout frame. And let's do the same for the parent frame. Now it is an auto layout frame. With the auto layout frame you can set different settings for padding and spacing inside the frame. So it's going to be outer header. Let's rename it header. So the next block is this block with the top section with buttons and some numbers. So let's create a new empty frame for the content, and let's create this first section inside. With as you can see, there are a couple of text items and image on the right and divider on the bottom. So let's create it. So I have text here, and image. So to create this layout, first we have to wrap all the content, all the text content inside an auto layout frame. So let's select all the content, click here, and now this is the auto layout frame with vertical alignment, and for each item let's hit fill container and left alignment. And the next step is to wrap the text blocks and image into one more, but in this case horizontal alignment auto layout frame. So let's select and click Shift A. Now it's as you can see, this is a parent frame, which is horizontal alignment frame, and inside this frame there are one more auto layout frame for text, but for text is vertical alignment, and the frame without auto layout, which is an image, is on the right side. So let's put this content. This is our container for the top section. let's apply auto layout. Let's call it top section. And apply auto layout to this section. So before we insert any content inside the frame, let's set up the proper settings for it. Set fixed width, vertical alignment, and let's set all the paddings and spacing to 0 first and update it later. So this is the first section. Let's call it numbers. So I can simply put it here like so, and all the content I would recommend to set fill container for this frame to make this frame resizable. So and now let's update, let's add a padding, top and bottom, and also add a corner radius. So let's check original padding from original email. On top is 30 and 32. And so let's set fill container for this frame 2, and now let's apply corner radius. So this is our first section. Let's try to preview it in Marker Plugin and see how it works in HTML rendering. To do so, you can simply install the Marker Email Generator plugin. You can find it in the description, or you can find it in the Figma community store. So click Marker Email Generator, click top section, click preview. So as you can see, it works well. If we want to set different spacing between items inside text block, we can do it by selecting our vertical alignment frame for the text content, set any gap as we want, and then click on Reload Preview here, and now it's applied. So in mobile version works perfectly well, and we can move further to the next section. We forgot to add a border. So let's add this gray border. To do so, we can simply select this vertical alignment text content frame, then click stroke, and on the right sidebar, and in advanced stroke settings, we can set only bottom and apply some gray color. And if we want to change a padding between the content and a border, we can simply select this frame, which has a border, and set any padding as we want. Here, for example, we want to set bottom padding, let's say it 8, which looks better. And now this block has spacing, has a border as original email. So next, let's create these two buttons with download invoice and download receipt. I already have it here. It's simply an image and text. So let's wrap it into auto layout. I have selected text and icon, Shift A or click on this button. Let's do the same for this. And let's wrap it into one single auto layout frame, which is horizontal alignment. Let's select and click Shift A here. And now, as you can see on the layers panel, the parent frame, let's call it link container. And then left button, and it is a right button. And inside each button, it's a frame and label. So let's add it into our top section frame. So if we want to, we can change spacing here. And if you want to change gap between icon and text, we can change it by selecting a button and set any padding as we want. So let's try to preview it with Markup Plugin, see how it works. So it works this way. If we, for example, want, when we preview it, we see on the mobile version that links work this way. In some cases it's okay, but if, for example, if we want this frame be on different columns on mobile version, we can simply select this frame, switch to the properties, run the plugin, switch to the properties section and set mobile stack cards option for this frame. And now if we preview an email, and now if you preview email, you can see that this buttons works as a columns, and this is how it works. So to achieve this behavior, I select a parent container, switched mobile stack option, and also set column align on frame settings. And now the horizontal alignment inside the columns follow the Figma settings here, alignment. So we can try to play with it. For example, now it's alignment on the left, but if you want to be alignment on the right, we can select this and switch, click on preview. And now, as you can see on mobile version, it goes on the right. But in our case, we want them to be left. So on the plugin, as you can see, if you select any content in Figma, plugin also select the content inside preview HTML, and it works vice versa. So if you select the content inside HTML preview, plugin will select the same content in the Figma. It's easier to find issues in your design. So the next step is to create this 2 columns block with one column on the left and some content on the right. So I have text here. First, let's create a container for this, because it's a logo on the left and text on the right. So I select image and text, Shift A. Now it's a one single object, a horizontal alignment, as this works like a buttons. Okay. Let's create resizable 2 columns with different alignments for the left and for the right. So I select left column and right column, click Shift A. Now it wraps into a one horizontal frame. So let's copy paste it into our top section, set fill container, and see how it works. For better mobile alignment, I would recommend to set it gap 120, and for both text objects set fill container, and for this object set right alignment, and for this object set left alignment text. And now if you preview one more time, you can see that it resizes on mobile perfectly, so this column stays on the left and this stays on the right. So let's do the same for the next content. So I changed the content. Now it is a 3 horizontally alignment frames. So let's wrap it into one more frame. For now, the gap between each option is the same as our parent top section. If you want to set up custom gap for these 3 items, we should select all of them, click Shift A. Now all the frames wraps into one special frame, and we can set any gap as we want for this special frame. So the next step is to wrap this header and top section into one email. To do so, let's create a new frame with black background with the same width. Put the content, put the header inside and top section inside, and set fill container to this frame. Fill container, set all the gaps and padding to 0, and let's add some horizontal padding and try to preview it in Figma Plugin. It's going to be our root original email. Let's call it email. Let's run the plugin and preview it. So this is how it works. And original email has black canvas fill in the preview. To achieve that, we can simply create a new section in Figma, then add a black background to the section, put our original email to this section and preview one more time. And now, as you can see, that all the content is black. Mobile version works perfectly, and so this is how it works. With the same way, we can create these blocks and so on. So I hope it was useful. Thank you for watching. Please let me know in the comment if you have any questions or you have some emails to redesign. You can send me emails that you want to be designed in the Figma, and I can show how it works in this channel.